Welcome back, everybody, to the Digital Ledger. I just wanted to make a quick pre-recorded video to discuss the clarity on the recent bill. It is 9:29 a.m. on March 25th, and as of last night at 11:35 p.m., this is the most recent thing I can find as of now that shows whether or not the digital dollar verbiage or digital wallet dollar verbiage is still in the bill. Let's take a look at what it is. And by the way, not just that, I've also been looking at congress.gov for information, and I've also been searching this right here, apps.npr.org documents. And according to this document on NPR, digital dollar is still listed in the bill. Now, this one, mind you, right here, you can see digital wallet, and then, of course, digital dollar is written right here. And all that verbiage is there. Now, this was as of, if you could see, this is stamped 10:11 a.m. yesterday. I'm looking for the most recent information that we can find on this bill, because we need to understand exactly what is happening, what's taking place, where's the best information to find all of this stuff. So let's take a look here. So digital dollar and digital wallet bill surfaces in the U.S. Senate. Updated at 11:35 last night. So the most current thing I found to date. All bills has surfaced in the Senate called Banking for All Act, sponsored by Ranking Member Senate Banking Committee, U.S. Senator Sherrod Brown. In the press release, Senator Brown lays out the details of his bill, as well as how he looks forward to urging his colleagues to include it as a part of the current health event stimulus package. You guys know why I say that. At the height of this pandemic, we must do more to protect the financial well-being of hardworking Americans and consumers. They are on the front lines of this crisis and are already feeling the effects of the economic fallout. No truer statement has been said. My legislation would allow every American to set up a free bank account so they do not have to rely on expensive check cashers to access their hard-earned money. Good on you, Senator Brown. The bill offers a definition for digital dollars as well as for the digital dollar wallet, as I just showed you. This is reinforcing the notion to me that that verbiage at that late at night that Forbes reported on it less than 12 hours ago, that it still remains in there. But I am still looking for further confirmation. Let's continue. The bill offers a definition of digital dollars as well as for digital dollar wallet, and provides the provision for a pass-through digital dollar wallet with the mandate for all member banks to open and maintain digital dollar wallets for all persons, including those eligible to receive the stimulus. Member versus non-member banks in the United States. The vast majority of banks, with the exception of the big banks such as Wells Fargo that are supervised by the OCC, the Office of Comptroller of Currency, recently headed up by Brian Brooks from Coinbase. Would make sense that they're going for a digital dollar, moving him into that seat, wouldn't it not? Would it not? Have the option to members of the Federal Reserve and to buy shares in the reserve as a way of becoming a member bank. These banks are supervised and regulated by Federal Reserve. A non-member bank is a bank that chooses not to be a member of the Federal Reserve and is regulated by the FDIC. For large banks, there is a provision in the bill that online application for pass-through digital wallets must be available. The pass-through digital wallet contains consumer protection terms where it notes the wallet shall not be subject to any account fees, minimum balances, maximum balances, and shall pay interest at a rate not below the greater of the rate of interest on required reserves and the rate of interest on excess reserves. Federal Reserve's banks and the U.S. Postal Banking Service. Now, pay attention to this. From one institution that likely most Americans have never even entered, the Federal Reserve, to the post office, where sometimes daily visits can be part of a person's routine, this bill includes mandates for each agency to assist in the supply of digital dollar wallets for all. The Federal Reserve may maintain digital dollar wallets, and for low-income areas where the Federal Reserve may not be able to have a branch, the Fed will partner with postal retail facilities to carry out this mandate. That is massive. For access to the digital cash, ATMs will be provided at the U.S. Post offices. Now that both chambers, the House and the Senate, have legislation introduced within both the Senate Banking Committee and the House Financial Services Committee, it does appear that the concept of digital dollars is one that Congress realizes reaches beyond the current health crisis and may become a bipartisan issue, with concerns over China and other countries developing a central bank digital currency. The U.S. might be using this bill to introduce its own digital currency, do you think? And also be looking to solve one of the oldest policy issues of all in reaching out to offering banking services to the unbanked and underbanked. Banking for All Act. I got to tell you, we really are reaching we're crossing a threshold. One foot's across the door and the other one's coming. A digital dollar doesn't mean that they said Ripple. It doesn't mean that they said XRP. It doesn't mean that they said the XRP ledger. It doesn't mean that they said blockchain or distributed ledger technology. What it does mean is that we are moving into that digital realm. And if you want to look deeper to the implications of this, look at the fact that 350 plus million Americans are about to have a digital wallet. And they're about to normalize the idea of digitized money, and again, breaking down the wall and the barrier where they can now comfortably buy and purchase crypto from that wallet. Make no mistake about it, that is going to be a huge impact there. The other thing about this is that let's speculate on the notion. What other protocol would they build a private network to be able to release a digital dollar on? So I'm really trying to think here. Oh, that's right, the XRP ledger. Yeah, the XRP ledger, because it's built for this. It's exactly what it's for. The idea and notion of speculating on this is not a bad one, but it is speculation. But if we do speculate on it, speculate on this. Speculate on the fact that they're now talking about a $6 trillion stimulus package. So imagine them putting up $6 trillion or more in reserves to be able to back this package on the ledger. What might you think that would do for price? If the value of the protocol is certainly valid enough and credible enough to be able to support $6+ trillion in stimulus, I think there would be a price adjustment at some point to reflect that value. Remember, Glenn Hutchins reminded us a couple months ago that the value is in the protocol. The price of the token is a distraction and uninformative. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Let's grow this channel. If you like the content here, please retweet, share this on a social platform that you're on, and let's broaden the audience and let's get this thing going. Thank you guys so much for your support. I'll catch you on the next one.